Hello po mga ka-Jesnabs, kumusta po kayo? Meron po akong good news, Ito na yung matagal na nating hinihintay, yung totoong 6 hours na trabaho sa school. Ito nakalagay dito sa Teacher Workload Policy Toolkit, Pag-usapan natin yung tungkol sa teacher ancillary task. May tanong dito, can teachers perform their teacher ancillary task outside the school premises? Alam nyo ba kung anong sagot? Sabi dito, yes. Recognizing the unique context of public school teachers, the Civil Service Commission has rolled out that the remaining 2 hours of work allotted for teachers ancillary tasks may be performed within or outside the school premises on the condition that their DTR reflects 6 hours of teaching load. So yun po. Parang ito na yung katuparan ng Magna Carta for public school teachers na 6 hours na teaching load at saka yung 2 hours ay pwede kahit nasa labas ng school premises. Tingnan pa natin ang ibang detalye nito. Okay, nasa teacher ancillary task pa rin tayo. Paano nga ba ito nangyayari, Or paano ba ito mangyayari? Number 1, the teacher decided not to leave the school premises. So kung hindi yung teacher nag-decide na hindi siya aalis, well, sabi dito, no problem. Just record it like usual. At the minimum, the teacher's daily time record should reflect an 8-hour workday. So yun po yung isang senaryo kung ayaw ni teacher na lumabas ng school premises. Number 2, the teacher opts to leave the school premises during vacant periods. So pag may vacant siya, pwede daw siyang gusto niyang lumabas ng school premises. So anong gagawin? Now, they should record it in the school logbook and fill out a locator slip as attachment to their DTR. Yan. So kung meron kang vacant ay yan po ang gagawin. Magre-record sa school logbook at saka sa gagamit ka ng locator slip. So yan po ay siyempre pag vacant periods yan ay in between your classes, Third option, number 3, the teacher chooses to leave the school premises before or after all their classes. Ito, sabi dito, they need to fill out a certificate of undertaking instead as attachment to the DTR. So, hindi na po locator slip ang gagamitin, kundi certificate of undertaking. Halimbawa, kasi magaling magaling gumawa ng schedule si principal, yung mga teachers niya ay yung first period, first 2 hours na schedule ay doon naka-schedule yung mga ancillary services. So ibig sabihin yan, yung first 2 hours na yan pwedeng hindi pumasok si teacher, Or pwedeng yung last 2 hours ay doon naka-schedule ang mga ancillary services, yung paggawa ng lesson plan, yung paggawa ng instructional materials, yung mga home visitations. Yun, pwede na doon lumabas si teacher. Gamit lang itong certificate of undertaking. Meron pong important note, na si teacher ay na may less than 6 hours of teaching load cannot opt to leave the school premises for their teacher ancillary tasks since their DTR does not reflect a 6-hour teaching load. So yun po. Hindi po pwede si teacher kung less than 6 hours yung kanyang teaching load. Hindi siya pwedeng gumamit ng locator slip at saka nitong certificate of undertaking. Naka-important note pa. Pero sa palagay kong sa ngayon, halos lahat ng mga teachers ay merong 6 hours teaching load kasi meron tayong mga program, mga let's say national reading program, national mathematics program, or yung mga remediations, which is magiging mga aral programs na. Eto, nagbigay pa ng example si Teacher Ana Reyes. Yan, makikita nyo meron siyang total teaching load na 360 minutes or 6 hours. So ano ba yung pwede niyang gawin? Kasi yung last period niya ay 3 p.m. na, no? 3 p.m. Ito daw yung pwede niyang gawin sa schedule. Si Teacher Ana ay may 3 p.m. na last period niya, mag-e-end ng 3 p.m. So how will the options provided above? Sabi dito, if she stays in school to complete her teacher ancillary task, she can log out at 4 p.m. Kasi nga alas 7 siya pumasok. So pwede siyang lumabas sa alas 4 to reflect a 4-hour work day. 7 to 12 ay 5 hours, then 1 to 4 is 3 hours. So that completes the 8-hour work day. Or pwede, if she chooses to continue her teacher ancillary task outside the school, pwede siyang mag-log out ng 3 p.m. since her 6-hour teaching load is already met. In this case, she just needs to attach a certificate of undertaking to her DTR to confirm she'll be completing her task outside the school premises. So kung titingnan nyo, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., 1 hour lang yung ginamit niya na doon sa outside the school, no? At ito pa yung maganda. Naka-note na aside from the locator slip and certificate of undertaking, no other documentary requirements or accomplishment reports will be required from our teachers when they perform their teacher ancillary tasks outside the school premises. Nako. So, tingnan po natin kung ano itong mga locator slip at saka certificate of undertaking yung hindi pa nakakakita nito. Ito po ang example ng locator slip, So, meron kang ipifill upan na name, position, permanent station, purpose, date and time, at saka destination. Tapos yung signatory ay si teacher at saka si school head. So, yan po. Tapos, tingnan nyo itong certificate of undertaking. So, ang i-entry mo lang ay yung petsa, yung date, tapos yung time. Tapos maraming line, So, ibig sabihin yan, sa isang buwan, pwedeng isang certificate of undertaking lang ang gagawin. Tapos, yung signatory ay si teacher lang, Yung name of teacher, tapos yung date, tapos signature, tapos date, Date of signature, syempre. So, yun po, mga ka-Jesnabs. Sana ganun ang mangyayari sa field, So far sa school namin, mangyayari na po ito. Kaya napakalaking good news. Mga ka-Gisnabs, hanggang dito na lang. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.